Frank too. And good morning, ladies and gentlemen, colleagues and friends. So I'm honored here to present you all research on the how to incorporating the Minecraft as a tool to teach the LiDAR surveying and virtual learnings. So I'm Frank. You can scan the QR code, which is my website, and Mr. Chen and Ms. Wang, they are my PhD helpers in this project, and Dr. Isabelle Chen is another assistant professor in our department. We work together on this project. So a little bit about the background. So the subject we are teaching in our university is the surveying. The surveying, including the building surveying and land surveying and quantity surveying, a lot of different surveying. This because the essential driven force is all city and all buildings evolve over time. So the surveying is always demanded, both in the new development and also in some other, like the underground and the slowing aging. So also we have the tools to do the surveying also evolved from the very traditional serial lights to the laser scanner without color and laser scanner with color recently. So the data, operations, and all the processing steps are becoming more and more complex. And more challenges come from the classroom. For example, we have to adopt the mixed mode or the online mode in teaching. For example, reasons, one is the social unrest in Hong Kong, 2019, and then later the 2 to 3 years impact of the COVID-19. So we have to adopt this new teaching mode, and we are heavily relied on the Zoom video conference software. However, the shared screen, with let's say 40 students, this means it's still limited, especially for the experiential learnings, such as the surveying topic. Therefore, more interactive and creative 3D content is hard to deliver, over the Zoom. And in addition, all programs, encourage people, encourage students, and all teachers to have the groups to facilitate their collaborations and co-designs. And also, the students, the Gen Z, so-called Gen Z students, they are naturally born as the internet native. So they learn, they can search all this factorial information quickly, very quickly. So they do not favor the traditional lecturing style of teaching. Because to my understanding, the traditional lecturing style, we have the pretty satisfactory bottom line as an outcome, but we also have a certain, let's say, the ceiling of the possible teaching and learning delivery. Yeah, because the very limited information and without all those creative things. So the opportunity brought to us this the Minecraft Education Edition, so-called MCEE. And MCEE is a programmable education sandbox. Of course, it's in the 3D world. And it's very popular of this game. We have over 180 million of active monthly players. Actually, my family contributed 3. Yeah, my family contributed 3 in the counter. And also, it allows to have this multi-user interaction, either over the local area network or over the internet. And this game is very familiar by the Gen Z. Almost a half of my boys' classmates, they know this game, and like a quarter of them, they play this game every week. So in addition, this MCEE incorporates a programming interface. It has two different programming interfaces. One is the Scratch, so you can drag and drop all these blocks, and you have a program. Another is a little bit more professional, is a Python program. So, yeah. And the 2 more additional features. One is it is free for all of your Hong Kongers, including students and teachers, because our university bought the Microsoft solution, and the MCEE is now hosted by the Microsoft. So it was a free solution for us to use for every staff and student. We can use our university account to log in into the MCEE. And another thing is it's available for almost all the devices, laptop, iPad, and phones. And I saw examples from UC Berkeley and UPenn to use it as the virtual campus events. So the research design here is we borrowed the very traditional Dewey's cycle model of this experiential learning, and in this paper, we aim to have incentive this interactive learning for students as groups in this shared virtual world, not a shared screen. And the objective is to try the MCE's deliverables or the delivering capacities of this 3D teaching and learning content, and try to promote the group collaboration, co-design, co-creation within this environment. And the first case is the mobile LiDAR scanning as well as the modeling. So the scanning is like this. We have this Sun steps, a very, very small area, but nearby our department building. So the white building on the left top chart, that is our faculty building. And the stairs is just nearby. So all students will have this tutorial holding the devices, mobile devices to the scanning, and they will have a group, and they have detailed operations guide, how to start up the device, check the parameters, check the scanning result on the fly, and then later to combine the scan automatically into one single color point cloud. So the right chart is the result. And the device is a Paracosm PX80. We have 3 sets of this. And later, when they have the point cloud, we do the 3D measurement, including the width, depth, height, of course, and also the slope degree. And then with this measured numbers, then we can trigger this Python code. To first, we define one of the so-called field block functions, and then they can call the field block to automatically generate a very rough coarse but base model of this Sun steps. And later, they can manually enrich the details and do some co-design, because more than people, all the students, they will join in the world to have the co-design, add some flowers and some details, handrails like this. And the feedback is, yeah, we can see some results of their work. And they will try to have a group selfie here. And the result is they reported they have more activity and more participation. And because the world is virtual, so you can try many different things, including using the TNT block, to do the bombing. But you can revert the world to the original version, by loading your saved file back. And every student enjoys this tutorial. And from my observations, actually, there's no gender difference. Sometimes the female students, they will be more interested in this design, these things. And we have some, out-of-box results. One is the creative thing to me. That is because this step is our fire gathering point. And when the boys set some fires around, then a group start to discuss, what if we have the fire disasters around our fire gathering point, right? So, yeah. And another student reported that such kind of virtual interactions can bring more benefits like and also thinkings about the digital liberty, social skills, and some online security thinkings. And another case we use the 3D model is we find that our metro line is actually directly under this our main building of the campus. But almost all of people, we do not realize that. And so we visualize this. Of course, we shrink the distance, because if we really put the like 40 blocks under that, then it will be too dark and without so dramatic contrast. Then you can take into the minecart and power the Minecraft and then to try to simulate the travel, in the MTR subway. And this is the above ground virtual models. So students, they can download this model to have some virtual event. Yeah, and the summaries, we found that MCE is a programmable media that can deliver such kind of 3D teaching and learning content, including the as-built 3D modeling, including underground facilities like visualizations and investigations, and they can enrich the students' group learning experience. And the model and the world is also friendly for the group to do the co-design, the co-create. So for the future work, one is we would like to look into the more complex surveying results, such as the ground penetrating radar, because we cannot see it. It's just inside the wall. And another is we may try to extend the MCE's measurement API, try to have some quantity measurements, and also sustainability like CO2 associated with quantity and also materials. And try to acknowledge funding support from our equipment grant and also the teaching grant. Our models and codes, including data, are free for Hong Kongers, Hong Kong users, but also available for the research purpose on the request. Okay. Thank you. Let's unleash the potential of these Gen Z students. Thank you.